All things being equal, we should get Ajirin Gilalale back on the line to help us answer a few questions. We have the entire hour, just about 45 minutes, because we do have a program coming up at 11:45. But let's get straight to it. We really don't have time. And it's a question a lot of Nigerians have been asking. We've been having stories left, right, and center. Now, this is from December 2017. That's about 4 years ago, right? Okay. Now, I'm reading from the BBC, all right? And this is a website stated 5th of December 2017. Now, the Swiss government back then had announced that it will return $320 million, about 240 million pounds of the money allegedly stolen by Nigeria's late military ruler Sani Abacha. Now, the money was frozen in 2014 by a Swiss court after a legal procedure against his son, Abba Abacha. Now, originally deposited in Luxembourg, it is a fraction of the billions of dollars allegedly looted during his rule from 1993 to 1998. 5 years. 5 years. It took 5 years for these billions. Somebody made a joke a few years ago that whenever things are hard in country, it's like Abacha remembers us from the great beyond and say, you guys need this. Take it. It's in you. I'm your daddy. I'm going to help you guys right now. Don't worry. I got you. And then, bam, 100 million here, 50 here, and all of that. It sounds comical, but yeah, maybe there's some truth to it. We don't know. So, recovering the Abacha loot has been a major priority for Nigeria. 2017, that's the news. 2017. All right. Now, recently, just as the 2012 conviction of former Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Ibori by a court in the United Kingdom elicited mixed reactions, right? It did all over Nigeria. The British government resolved yesterday, that was 2 days ago now, to return to Nigeria 4.2 million pounds, about 2.2 billion naira, in funds recovered from friends and family members of the former governor, and to stir up a debate pitting the federal government against the Delta State government. Wow, it's an interesting, I would say, it's an interesting clash of words. Yes, that's the best way. What is interesting more so is that this is the Commonwealth of Nigerians. This is the Commonwealth of the people. But there seems to be a very fine line that we need to this morning. We are going to get back to Ajiri in a few moments. Yes, after all, it's our money. Our money, our money, our money. Exactly what should be done. Remember, we had Abacha loot return, and there were so many stories about what it should be used to solve or to do. Ajiri is back on. Ajiri, good morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, we know your schedule is very tight this morning, but I have to impress on you. So someone asked earlier on that, look, yes, you explained that it's a crime against the federal government, so the money has to be remitted. That's the common practice to the federal government. But the sentiments arise. But if this guy is a governor of a particular state. That means majority of the money that was, in quotes, looted came through the coffers of the state. He was the custodian of the Delta accounts. He was Delta State governor at that point in time. So whatever businesses or whatever monies that he funded or channeled must have come through that means. So why isn't he coming back to the Delta State government?
Thank you very much. First of all, let me explain. I'm just going to take a moment to explain this once and for all so that everybody will understand, because this is really, it's not an emotional or sentimental issue. It's a black and white issue of law, all right? You have a various kind of tiers of law in this country, as we all know.
Yes.
You have state law, right?
Okay.
State law would establish things like the penalty, for example, you have some states that have put in place the death penalty for kidnappers. Other states have not yet done that, right? That's a state law because it's peculiar to that particular state. Then you have federal law. So when you're talking about crimes related to code of conduct or crimes, financial crimes, economic financial crimes, all of these kinds of crimes that we all know are federal law. They are made crimes by virtue of the implementation of federal law. These are federal laws that are violated. Now, when federal law is violated, this is even if you're taking money from local government, as soon as that money is now being sent to UK or US or any international jurisdiction,
Okay.
it is a federal crime. I need everybody to really understand this.
Okay.
It is a federal crime. The money laundering that you are doing. It is not a transgression of state law. It is a transgression of federal law. It is an international crime. It's a federal crime. If indeed, let's just put it like this. The people who usually complain, if the Nigerian government or governments in any developing world context make an error, who are the people who are shouting? Is it not the United States of America? Is it not the UK? That, oh, you people should do your elections better. Oh, you people should stop doing this, stop doing that. You should abide by your laws. Do. Is that not what happens? Now, why is it, we should ask ourselves this question, why is it that this agreement, that the return of the Ebola loot, for example, or before, the return of the Abacha loot, why is it that these individuals are part and parcel to these agreements? They know the laws of Nigeria, they know the laws of their own jurisdiction, and they agree that the only way Nigeria can receive this money is if these monies are applied to these federal projects. If it was illegal, if everybody was, all of these commentators were correct, and it should go back to Delta State government, why on earth would all of these international authorities that are always pressing us on the rule of law, why would they force us to be using them on federal projects? And why would we agree? It is because it is in line with the law. So it's not an emotional or sentimental issue. And even on the sentimentality of it, let's stay on the emotional level. Let's leave the intellectual stuff now. On the sentimental level, this money is being used for the second Niger bridge, 206 billion second Niger bridge. Delta State is a direct beneficiary of the economic and commercial impact of that particular project in the economic life of this country.
Okay.
Linking Delta and Anambra State. So even on that sentimental argument, it is not effective. On the legal argument, it is not effective. So let us not be simplistic in our approach, in our thinking. Let's understand the issues as they are. And, one thing that we have in this country is a situation in which, because of failed government over the course of the last several decades, civilian and military, what happens is that even if government comes out and says 2 + 2 = 4, people will shout, some people, not all, some people will shout, 2 + 2 cannot be 4, it must be 5 because now government talker.
Okay.
We cannot be like that. We have to be able to take black and white as black and white.
Okay. All right, we have to take black and white for what it is. We have just about 1 minute. Ajiri has to leave. But Ajiri, you do understand. You cannot answer this question. I know you will not be able to, but it's a question a lot of Nigerians have been asking. So,
go ahead, ask me
in the past 2 or 3 years, we've had the Abacha loot being returned. You know, there was a story that this money is coming, from the Bori loot returning back to Nigeria. Now, let's take away the black and white and just base on the sentimentality. The bulk of the Abacha loot we know came from the Niger Delta. The bulk. So let's imagine this previous money that was returned. Yes, 200 and something million pounds returned to Nigeria. Sentimentality aside, do you think that money is going to be used in the Niger Delta?
Okay, first and foremost, let's be let's understand this. We really need to, and you have a major role to play with this on this as a major media professional of the country on a major platform. All of us have a role to really rise out of this ethnic thinking, where this nativist thinking, where everything is about where I'm from. Yeah, I'm from Ghana local government area, where we have the native seaport, petrochemicals, refinery. It should be one of the wealthiest local government areas in the federation, and we know what Elena looks like today. So, look, I don't want to be sentimental about this kind of nativist tendency we have, that everything should be about me, where I'm from, instead of looking at the country as a national picture. Because when you go abroad, you're not taking LNA passport or any other passport.
You're taking the national transport system.
So
exactly.
let me be clear about how this works.
Yeah.
The Abacha loot, $311 million. It was evenly split between three projects. The Lagos-Shagamu-Ibadan Expressway in the west, the second Niger Bridge, which links south, and southeast, Delta and Anambra, and then, of course, in the north, the Abuja-Kaduna-Zaria-Kano Expressway. That is how it was divided. That is how it is being expanded. And it's not just being expanded because government said so. It is part of the tripartite agreement between the government of the United States, the government of Nigeria, and the government of the authorities of the island of Jersey. So these things are not arbitrary, simplistic, whimsical arrangements. They are well organized. They are international. They are professionally orchestrated, and even the process by which these things are executed are very well watched by many independent actors who are part and parcel of the agreement. There are NGOs involved, CSOs involved, embassies involved in the expenditure of this money through the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, not even through an MBA. So that is how these things work. And I think when people understand how these things work, there would be less of the sentimentality, more just a
the response from the on this matter. It's the returned loot yet again. Hopefully, as we get to open the phone lines in a few, that you gets us into the mindset that it's for all of us. Yes, for all of us. I want to get to hear your views on the matter after listening to Ajiri as well. But as a clear reminder that it's not just the ones that we have seen. There are so many individuals who are currently looting funds from various government parastatals who have looted before, who have not been caught. The Nigerian saying is, now who they catch, now be thief. Right. But just remind yourself, that at the end of the day, if you're shortchanging yourself in favor of your townsperson, of your locality, or of your bipartisan friendship with someone A, B, or C, you are affecting the community in general. It is our money.
Our money, when our money, our money, when our money.
8179. Get on our social media pages at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH across the platforms. WhatsApp and Telegram 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. And when you call in, do well to turn down the volume of your radio set. So, two questions for us this morning on this loots and return funds. The first one: should the monies that we have coming through, right? Should they be directed at everybody, right? The idea is for federal allocations, all right? Give projects, as we heard from Ajuri. This is the idea. This is the black and white. That's what it should be done. And two: should those who have been caught, should they just be pardoned because they returned the money, or should they face firm and stern disciplinary actions? Two questions for us this morning. Hello, good morning. 90.3, good morning. Good morning and welcome. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Chief Emmanuel Osilim, and I'm calling from Omakri.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us. Go on, sir.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, But as far as I know, in the administration of justice, justice should be done and sent to be done, right?
Yes.
Now, I don't know how I can comprehend the position of the federal government that money collected from a one-time sitting governor of a specific state was retrieved and then brought back to be used by the generality of Nigerians. For me, it is inappropriate. If you look at the position of Abacha, it's a different scenario. Abacha presided over the destinies of Nigerians generally. And if his later on was covered, it would be appropriate to share it just the way they share the normal federal government funds, so to say. But in this case, this is a governor of a specific state. And that state, they have their sources of income, revenue, either by way of allocation or IGR. And you have recovered that. The appropriate thing to do is to revert that fund to the particular state in question.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will amount to what I call a fracture in intellectual wisdom.
Okay. All right. So Emmanuel, I don't know if you listened to SSA Ajiri Nglale on this matter. You know what was yes. So what was
I did listen.
yes. So what was committed by Bori was a federal crime. Because if the money was kept in his backyard, for example, it's a different case. He took the money out of the country and under the auspices of the what? Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes, it's from the state, but it's a federal crime. And so that's why... Wait, hold on. I'm only explaining what Ajiri said. So that's why the money is remitted to whom? The federal authorities. That's the government. And interestingly, that money is still going to benefit those who live in that region. Talking about the Niger Bridge and all those other things. So it's not a question. It's not a question that is. I understand your sentiments that it should return back, but because a federal crime has been committed, that's why this is done. But the second question, Emmanuel, is this: do you think these people who commit these crimes should be sternly punished? We're not talking about pardon because you return money. You stole from people. You deprive people from having hospitals and good roads. Is it enough to just say bring the money back and you keep them in one hole, or should they be sternly punished? Emmanuel, quickly.
Please, before I do, let us tidy this other issue first before we begin to discuss the issue whether they should be punished or the point I'm trying to make. We're all human beings. If there is any existing law that doesn't seem fit, to natural, normal reasoning, normal common logic, we are human. Laws are made for men, and men are not meant for law.
Okay.
Not meant for the law.
So
what I'm saying, the essence is,
it can be changed.
No way. It doesn't. No matter what you think, it doesn't matter. It's inconsequential whether it is passed at the UN or anywhere for that matter. Are you saying? Okay, let me create a scenario now. Are you saying, assuming for what we say in this country, assuming there's a change of government and a second governor is floating some money after the time of, after the election, before the immediate handover, and then he is accosted by security agents and they catch him. Are you saying that the security agent will take that money to the federal government, or they will take back to the state from where he's collecting the money from? I think in this all normal sense of natural justice, so to say, that it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Once again, sentiments are totally understandable, but once again, we are working with the ambience of the law. Hello, 90.3. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Well, so the second question, if defaulters should be punished, right?
Yeah, Stanley, we're not talking about 200,000 naira. We're talking about millions. And a lot of the times, you have them just return the money. They say, I'm sorry, and they let them go.
Mr. Jude, the current governor of Delta State, Governor Okowa, should arrest Ibori now. As we speak now, that man should pick up Ibori and jail him immediately. Because he has what it takes to do it. This is not politics. And if you want to talk about sentiment, now let's go sentimental now. Let him pick up Ibori and arrest him immediately now as we speak. And then Okowa should plead with the governor, with the federal government, to even if it is a fraction
Yeah, but if you heard, it's been in line with international polity. That money is going to be for federal projects. We're hearing that, according to Ajiri, it's going to be split on helping the bridge.
I heard what
Ajiri said. Yeah.
See, the money is with federal government. Federal government, we know how to do our things here in Nigeria. We know how to do it. Federal government can just give the person that money to Delta people as part of a project, or just come to Delta State and start a project, a federal government project. It could be a technology hub.
Yeah, but that's what is being done right now. There are federal projects being done in that region. Talking about the second Niger Bridge, that's a federal government project. It is. Look, once again, the sentiments are there, but we have to look beyond sentiments to look at the whole picture. We are part of a whole. We are really part of a whole. WhatsApp messages now 0809-030-6416. 0809-030-6416. That's where you send your WhatsApp messages to. Is a slap on the wrist, according to some people, just enough to deter those who are currently in power right now from looting funds. Are sterner measures needed? Last week, was it 2 weeks ago, we got to hear that former president of France, Sarkozy, is going to face jail time. It's the first time. It's not the first time that we've had stories about corrupt French officials. Oh, yes. Nigerians aren't the only ones who have corrupt officials. It's not the first time. But this is the first time a president, the former president, is going to pay for it. Though suspended time, but he's still going to go to jail for it. But we've also had a recent one. Right? Remember, there's a former governor who was also, involved in government, who, had to spend some time in the comfort of a prison. Remember that? Some of you have forgotten. But you know what? Just go back. Check. You'll find it. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0007. And then the female caller line is 017-923-0009. All right, we have 30 seconds. What do you want to say? Very quickly. Good morning.
From the second part of the question.
Yes, what should we do? Very quickly.
We should let them go.
Why?
Because they are the product of the society. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go.
After stealing billions, we should let them go.
If that child would have been comfortable enough from the beginning, he will not steal.
Okay, all right, we should let them go. Headline news coming up right here on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and then let's talk into the chat station. All for you on 92.3 Nigeria Info. We crossfire in the morning. Crossfire in the morning. Get into the midday dialogue and tell you about the hard facts, and
2.3 Nigeria Info. It is the midday dialogue. My name is Jude. Today, a very attention start to the show, I have to admit. But now we are focusing on the punitive measures. After someone has been caught red-handed, blue-handed, whatever-handed, all right, what should be done? We've been having conversations about this in recent times, whether it's on Sunday or in the past, and we want to find out from you right now. We are talking about those at the helm of affairs, whether they be, presidents, DGs, whatever, even those who are at the offices, the secretaries. You'd be surprised how much some financial assistants are able to cut away whilst helping their masters. Hey, so it's not everything. I think there's this erroneous idea that those who are in the authorities, talking about the sitting governors or the governors or deputy governors or whatever, that they just go into the vault and just carry the money and go. No, they don't do that. People assist them. People do that. What about those people? So my question is this, all right? The slap on the wrist, is that enough? Don't do that again. When you slap them on the wrist, like usually a baby, when a baby's about 35, come on, Junior, don't do that again. No. Is that the approach you should be using, particularly for these very heavy financial crimes? Or do we need stiffer, sterner measures to not just deter, but to act as punitive measures for those caught with their hands rather, in the cookie jar? Yeah, particularly, the Commonwealth cookie jar. That's the one. Yeah. All right. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, and then the female caller line is 0817-923-0009. WhatsApp and Telegram available on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. When you call in, please do well turn down the volume of your radio set. Hello. 9.3, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Please, could you turn off your radio set, please? Turn it off. All right, good morning.
I'm calling from Iti.
Welcome.
I think Iboli has already served the prison term for that.
Yeah, in the UK, yes, he has.
So I don't think he deserves any other punishment.
He doesn't deserve any other punishment. Okay, but we're not talking about him in particular. We're talking about other individuals. Going forward, do you think sterner measures should be met on individuals who rob off the Commonwealth of the people?
Yes, they should be dealt with.
Okay, all right. 9.3, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Welcome.
I'm James by name.
Welcome, James.
Yeah, I think there is no difference between those that are ruling us and the common man. Nobody's above the law. You see, so I think they should be jailed. It takes there to be the man that is not on power. You see, immediately they put him on news, they tell the whole world, and before you know it's in jail. But since it's them, they just want to just find a way to just sneak out. So since nobody's above the law, they should just face the law. Yeah, that's what I think. Thank you very much.
All right, 9.3, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my contribution is that I don't know if they will advise them because, one, I think they don't think. How can a politician who is above 50, 60 years to be stealing government money, you don't sit down and ask yourself, how many years remain for me to eat all this money? They don't think that at all. And even though you steal the money, you give it to your son, any of your family, or no soldier will be the one that will eat that money. So sometimes if you sit down and think, how many years remain do I have to live in this world? Why am I stealing all this money? They don't ask themselves. They should try and ask themselves the question. That's what I have for them. You should ask themselves the question.
That's a very good moral and maybe ethical question. So how many years do you have left? What exactly do you need? And now I'm thinking about, that's a genuine question. Come on, look, I know everybody wants a fancy car, a nice house, maybe have a lot of attendant servants and all of that. But really, how much do you need to have that kind of lifestyle? How much? To steal? Look, even like, okay, all right, let's move on. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Thank you. Hi, sir.
Very well. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, please.
Okay. It's EJK calling from Apajo.
Welcome, EJK.
Okay. For me, they should be hanged. For me, they should be hanged. They are the reason why so many of us are impoverished.
Capital punishment. Wow. So EJK is suggesting capital punishment. That's extreme. Hello, that's my 3. Good morning.
Good morning, Edward.
Edward, welcome.
Thank you. First and foremost, the owner of the what's called the looted funds will return to the rightful owners. That's the first thing you do. You don't steal my property and then, because what as far as I'm concerned, what federal government is going ahead to do is we loot.
No, what?
These are funds that were originally allocated to Delta State by a bill when they passed budget. That's a bill. That's a law. So when federal government goes ahead and then takes somebody else's property, and then when it is found somewhere else, you go ahead and they now decide to spread it all over the place. That money should be returned. I'm not an indigenous of Delta State, but that money should be returned to Delta State. They own it.
But once again, I don't know if you listen to Ajuri, right? The money was remitted to the federal government because it was a federal crime, and then the government is also carrying out projects in this state, which the money is going to use to fund. So that in itself,
Ajuri was being very economical with the truth. That money is being spent on 3 projects: Niger Bridge, a road in Kano or somewhere in the north, and then the Lagos.
He said that. He said that he didn't. It wasn't economical withdrawal. He actually mentioned those 3. I heard him.
Yeah. So why are you taking it away from Delta State? Why are you taking it to the north or taking it to the west?
Once again,
in Delta State.
Once again, it's the federal government. So the idea is it's something that's meant to get along. I understand the sentiment and the idea that, okay, look, if this money is coming through from them, but like you said, these monies were originally got it from where? The federal government.
Let me tell you, if your property is stolen from you, the first thing that should be done is returned to you rather than spread it out on the street.
Well, I understand the analogy you're talking about, personal effect. But, once again, I'm not a legal practitioner, and my job and our job is just to state the facts. This is international law. This is how it's done. The money, remitted to the federal government to handle federal projects.
A precedent has been set. When Bielsa lost their money, it was returned to them. When Plateau lost their money, it was returned to them. Why is this an exception? A precedent has been set.
All right. We'll have to have further investigations there on that one. And the reason why this is creating a lot of furor is because of the international issues, the money crossing borders. Let's be very clear. The money crossing borders, and so these government, these institutions have to return the money to whom? The federal government. Right? Okay. All right, good. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Yeah, my name is Awad Passing.
Welcome.
Okay, I actually want to say that if the money is being returned, it's passing through the federal government coffers. Yes, we understand that, but I feel it should be given back to the state at which it was stolen from. That's because before now, the federal government must have had other monies they had wanted to use to facilitate other projects like the Niger Bridge, the project in Kano or wherever. They should have budgeted for those monies, which is already from the federal government quarters. What if this money
never came
from Ibori's loot wasn't recovered? Wouldn't they have gone ahead to facilitate other projects?
I totally understand. So that's why the conversation is still ongoing. But according to the law, that's what's going to happen. But now, let me ask you, finally, before I go, we have a break. What is the measure for you to be done? Is it enough to slap, oh, you've returned the money, okay, fine, stay in jail 6 months? Or what you want standard punishment for these individuals?
Obviously, so it will serve as a deterrent to others. It will serve as a deterrent to others. They would definitely get to know that if you steal from your country, even after serving a jail term outside your country, when you get back home, you will be punished. Because a lot of our youth have actually gone with this fact that they can do crime and go away with it. It's actually not acceptable. So I am of the opinion that he should go in for his crime. Okay. Let the law take his course anyway.
Okay.
We know that we have strong lawyers in Nigeria that can push through that. But I think he should serve a jail term.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Great to hear from you. Well, that's too much we can take on this particular conversation. Well, it's interesting to see how invested, and I think rightfully so, too. By the end of the day, we are law-abiding individuals, a majority of us, and so it's the rule of law that is going to take precedence here. But once again, just to remind you and your neighbors, and those of you who have cousins who are in politics or who are into some business who are defrauding people, it is still the commonwealth of the nation that is being stolen, and many people are not happy about it.
Our money, when our money, our money.